So the easiest way to do these is, as long as these two lines right here are parallel, you can say top over bottom. So 24 over 9 equals top over bottom. Okay, so equals 32 over x. All right, and if you're ever unsure, like, okay, what's top, what's bottom, the top meets up right here at a vertex, like the candy corn. So you can label like top, bottom, and then solve from there. All right, so how do you guys want to do this? Do you guys want me to go through the ones that I know involve factoring, and then you guys pick a couple here and there? Do you just want me to do odds? What are we thinking? No one has any thoughts. Factoring ones first? Okay. So that's how we're going to set these up as we kind of go through. Number 7 for sure involves factoring. Okay. So top, bottom, top, bottom. All right. And remember, anytime you have one x on top, one x on bottom of the other fraction, you're going to have to, you're going to end up having to factor. Okay, so we're going to cross multiply, and I get 6 times 14 equals x minus 5 times 2x plus 3. All right, now I can do my little foiling over here. So I've got 2x squared minus 10x, 3x, and a minus 15. Okie dokie. So I still need to do 6 times 14. And that gives me 84. So I end up with 84 equals 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. Okay? Now remember, I have to get it so it's equals 0. So I'm going to move the 84 over, and I have 0 equals 2x squared minus 7x minus 99. So now I'm going to go through all the factoring by grouping stuff. Now, normally what we've had is A was just 1. This time it's 2. So I need to multiply 2 times 99 so I can figure out what all factor pairs I need. So 2 times 99 gives me 198. And remember, I'm looking for factor pairs that will get me to 7 in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so I have 198. I need to find all my factor pairs for it. So I've got 1 and 198, 2 and 99, 3 and 66, 6 and 33, 9 and 22, and 11 and 18. Yeah. So I know the 11 and the 18 is going to get me to that -7. So I end up splitting that -7 middle term. So I've got 2x squared minus 18x plus 11x minus 99. All right, from here, I can pull out a 2x and I can pull out an 11. So I've got 2x and then x minus 9 plus 11 and x minus 9. Okay? Remember, no matter what, these two right here need to be the same. Put it all back together, and I've got 2x plus 11 times x minus 9, whole shebang equals 0. So I got to split them. 2x plus 11 equals 0. That is negative 11 over 2. And that's not going to help me. All right, and then the other one is x minus 9 equals 0. So x equals positive 9. That's actually what I want to plug in. Because remember, this one here with it being negative, this is extraneous. Alrighty. Now, am I done? I do, because I need to solve for CE. All right, and they want the entirety of CE. So no matter what, I've got 14 plus 2 times 9 plus 3. All right, so 14 plus 18 plus 3. Is that like 31? No. 35? What do we think about that one? Are we okay? All right, well, we're still on the front. Remember, I give you guys answer keys for this, but I'm noticing a lot of people aren't checking it, which, yeah, your teacher gave you answers. You should probably do that. So what I did during second period was I gave them the answers, which I already gave you guys, but I made it so that way they knew immediately if they got it right. So if you guys want to write these in, also, this one up here is 23.1, not 231. All right. Before we flip over to the back, is there anything else we want to do on the front? No, none of the rest of these on the front are factoring. There's one more on the back, and don't worry, I'm going to make sure we get it, okay? Sure. Which one? How about we look at number 3? Okay, because if you notice on this one, they give you the whole side of 36. They don't give you that bottom chunk. So 36 minus 20 leaves me with 16. All right, so I've got 20 over 16 equals, let's go, 30 over x plus y. Do you guys want to solve it for a minute? Like, take a second, solve it. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, then we know we need to go over it. All right, guys, how we doing? Got it? Anybody not got it? All right, ready for the back? Okay. So, if I flip over to the back, the first three on the back threw off second period. And I think the reason it threw off second period was just because they were like, but you've got all the numbers there. I'm not solving for anything. So what you're doing on these is you're just trying to verify that they are proportional to each other. So remember, it's top over bottom, and you can put little L's here for left side equals top over bottom for the right side. All right, you're just trying to make sure everything simplifies out. So if I do this one right here, 7 over 11.2, and I want to know if that equals 10 over 16, this reduces down to 5 over 8. And so does this one. All right, so for this is a yes. ST is parallel to P bar. Okay, that's literally all you got to do. Set up your proportion, simplify down both sides, and then just tell me yes or no. Are they parallel or are they not? Okie dokie. So as we're looking at some of these down here, they look just like the front, except you'll notice that it doesn't turn into a triangle, and that's okay. All right. It just means no matter what, you could have as many parallel lines as you want, and our proportions are still going to follow. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's top or bottom. It could be second one down versus second one down, and then fifth one down versus fifth one down. It's going to work out. Okay, so for like, let's do 12. All right, so for 12, I've got to do 49 minus 28, and that gives me 21 right here. All right, so when I go to set this up, I'm going to go 36.4 over x equals, and then make sure if this was on top, that one also needs to be on top. So 28 over 21. All right. And then since I'm right here, yeah, I'm doing the answers right now, Sydney. I'm not going to do it for 10, 9, or, well, I did 8, just because those are yes, no's. You just have to show me some math to back it up. All right, this one is 57.6. This one is 27.3. Don't ask me why the 27.3 is all weird. I don't know. All right, this one is x equals 11. This one is x equals 10. This one is x equals 5. But let's do 16 because that is a factoring one, okay? Do you guys want to try the factoring one on your own, or are we not there yet? Not even remotely. Okay, so I'm going to extend my page out just a little bit so I have some more room to write. Top, bottom. I clicked a blue pen. What are you doing? So I end up with 35 over x minus 3 equals x minus 7 over 4. All right, so when I go to set it up, I have 4 times 35 equals x minus 3, x minus 7. I believe this is 105. It's 140. You're right. That's 3 times 35. All right, so I've got to go 20 minus 140, and that gives me 119. All right, now factors of 119 are kind of few and far between. It's 1 and 119, and then I get 7 and 17. Yep. So we're going to end up using the 7 and 17. So I've got x squared minus 17x plus 7x minus 119. And thank you, Marissa, for telling me what's wrong earlier. I appreciate it. All right. So far, so good? Anybody having a connection? Sydney, is that a no, I'm not doing okay, or no, I'm not having a connection? Oh. So when it comes to these, plot an x, plot a 7, I end up with x plus 7, and then x minus 17. All right, this still equals 0, yeah? So x equals negative 7, x equals positive 17. This one I'm going to use. This bad boy over here is extraneous. Now, none of the rest of this homework involves factoring. Okay. So everything else should be nice, normal, plug in, solve, call it a day. Bueno? Do we want to keep going, or we feel like we got it? Which one? Okay, so which one would you pick? Okay. So how do you think you would set this up? Mm-hmm. So which one do you want to make top? Which one do you want to make bottom? Okay. Yep. Okay. And do you have everything on this side that you need? Yep. I would go everything on that side. So, this whole side, right? Because remember, if you look up at the top, I did the, oh, biscuits, would you stop? I did top for the left side over bottom for the left side equals top for the right side over bottom for the right side. Okay, so that's how I like to set them up, just because I feel like it's easier for me to find everything. All right, equals 15 over 20. Is that as bad as you were expecting? Not terrible? No, that's perfect. I don't know how much this would throw you guys off if I showed it to you. It is kind of a trick, but it's dependent on whether or not you like it. All right, so the way it works is before you cross multiply, you check and see if you can simplify anything down. Okay, like 15 over 20, I can simplify this down into 3 over 4. Okay, then I can cross multiply. So the reason some people do it is because they're like, dude, why not simplify before I cross multiply? I'm working with smaller numbers, right? And that's totally fine. So then it would only be 4 times 4x minus 2 equals 3 times 7x minus 11. That's definitely an option. Alrighty? You can do that. That's legal. But if you're just like, screw it, I'll just get it started and get it over with, that works too. Alrighty?